Fisher, the USCCA-Trained division, joined by my good friend Rob Bickes of ICE-Training. Together we are joined by Mark and Beth, also of the USCCA-Training division. Rob, you're here to help us to learn some really kind of high benefit drills to use for our defensive firearms practicing.
Yeah, let's check this out. This is going to be a multiple target drill, and these guys have been through this earlier today. I'm going to run through it, then we're going to talk about it a little bit. So take a look. Let's get our eyes and ears on. You guys are eyes, ears. My observers over here, they have their eyes and ears on. You at home, you relax. Don't worry about the eyes and ear protection. Go to the ready position for me, guys. You're going to go to that high compressed ready position. Steve and I are going to back away. You guys know the drill. I'm going to indicate which of your two targets I want you to be able to shoot. Justin, come around here and let's look at this from behind. Each one of the shooters has two targets. One's labeled 1, one's labeled 2. Both of those targets could represent threats. And in fact, in this drill, they do. It's a multiple target, multiple threat drill. So I'm going to indicate which one is your first threat. You're going to engage that first threat, 3 to 5 shots into the high center chest. After that, you're going to bring the gun back to the ready position, assess your environment, learn about what some other people are doing, and then recognize that second threat and engage with 3 to 5 shots into the chest of the second target. Stand by. 2. Notice they're looking around. They've broken their focus on the targets. Why? Because in the real world, they're going to have to break their focus on that first threat. Learned that there is a second threat, that's when they're going to engage that second threat. Left! So that time I didn't use a number, right? If you're watching that drill and if this is their first time going through that drill, they'd probably be expecting me to call out a number. You guys can go ahead and holster. So it's just a quick glimpse at what I think is a much more realistic and practical way to engage multiple threats and to practice engaging multiple threats, because in the real world, what happens? If you train to shoot, swing, and shoot, you might have just committed murder. Once you're focused on that first threat, you don't know what that other guy is doing. You don't know what the other people in your environment are doing, and that's why it's so important to involve the processing of information. Now, we've got a big crowd of people over here. They were watching. Did you guys see specifically what some people were doing between the threats?
I looked for it. Not many of them moved very much.
Okay, so what did you see?
I saw a purple can in the right hand of one of the bystanders, and Steve was standing over behind Mark.
Okay, did you see anybody doing anything, Mark?
I didn't see anybody moving around a lot. I saw the purple can, glasses, made eye contact with Brandon, and he smiled at me.
Cool.
You know, Steve was standing behind me with his right hand in his pocket.
It's cool that you were friendly with Brandon. That's nice that he smiled at you. What I really like about that is that it was an action. Think about it. If I turn to my right and I see somebody holding a purple can, it really doesn't mean anything. Let's say I turn to my right and I see somebody holding a gun. What do? Do I shoot them? Well, if they're a threat, maybe that's exactly what I do. Do I surrender to them and drop my gun? If they're a cop, maybe that's exactly what I do. Do I talk to them and tell them I'm not a bad guy? If it's another concealed carrier that's got a gun out in public and isn't sure what's going on, maybe that's exactly what I do. So in this drill, it's incredibly important to do a couple things. 1, have your training partners vary the commands so you have to figure out who to shoot. 2, make sure that you break your focus on the targets completely and learn what someone else is doing. Look around, even if it's the people you're training with, see what they're doing. And then 3, remember to re-engage that target. The evolution, of course, from what you saw here with the gun handling and the positions, get some movement in there. Move laterally as you drive that gun out. Keep your eyes up, move while you're doing reloads. Make your training environment a little bit more dynamic.
All right, Rob, thanks a lot for helping us out today. Mark, Beth, thanks for being our demonstrators today. Everybody, thanks for joining us. And don't forget, train hard, train safe, and train always. Have a fabulous day.